Now, a WPBF 25 sports presentation. The U.S. Polo ASSN Palm Beaches Marathon, sponsored by Lidl, Ryder, Smith, Ivy, and Fronrath.
Downtown West Palm Beach, the location of the 2025 U.S. Polo ASSN Palm Beaches Marathon. A huge weekend indeed, and we are less than 2 days away from the start of one of the premier events in Palm Beach County that brings runners and community together. Hello and welcome to our U.S. Polo ASSN Palm Beaches Marathon preview show. I'm Yanni Caracas. Over the next 30 minutes, we have everything you need to know about this race, the info, the logistics, where friends and family can watch, plus the inspirational stories we followed leading up to this weekend. As we speak, dozens of runners and walkers here at the Meyer Amphitheater, where there is also a health and wellness expo, just steps from the start-finish line to pick up their race day packets and bibs. Let's break down that race weekend schedule. Today, from noon to 6, racers can pick up their packets. They can also do so tomorrow from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Saturday, race weekend officially kicks off. A 5K and 10K beginning at 7:30. Then Sunday, the big day, the full and half marathon and relay marathon. That all starts at 6 a.m. As always, it's going to be an exciting race weekend in downtown West Palm Beach as we follow thousands of runners on the course. This year, we are expecting more than 6,000 people to take part in the marathon, the 26.2 here, a Boston Marathon qualifier. It's also a great opportunity for runners to record personal best times on this forgiving flat course. In fact, this course is ranked the second fastest in Florida. Now here's a map. It starts and finishes near the Meyer Amphitheater. Runners will get to experience just amazing scenic views on the Intracoastal. They will also take off at Flagler Drive, and no matter if you're running the half or full, you'll go all the way to Manatee Lagoon before turning back south. Now, so many of the runners we will see on Sunday are doing it as part of a group or for a bigger purpose. One of the Ricardo Garcia and Jen Klyer are just two of the more than 25 Palm Beach County firefighters training for the upcoming Palm Beaches Marathon on behalf of Firefighters on a Mission.
The bond is just between firefighters. It's something truly unique and special, and we consider each other family.
Firefighters on a Mission began 10 years ago when then Palm Beach County firefighter Tim Petts' son was diagnosed with Duchenne muscular dystrophy. DMD is a progressive and severe disorder affecting mostly young males. It doesn't have a cure.
The dad at the time wanted to do something, so we started running marathons. We've run New York, Chicago, Miami, all these races just to raise a couple bucks, raise awareness to help these families out.
Ricardo and his wife were living in Volusia County in 2017, raising two boys, both with Duchenne, when he first was introduced to Firefighters on a Mission.
I literally told them, I'm good, I don't need no help, thank you. And then a few months later, my wife was like, we need help. And so they approached her again, and luckily I was able to humble myself enough to take the help, and it's been a blessing ever since.
Ricardo's younger son, Isaiah, passed away from DMD 6 years ago at 13. Ricardo, primarily a power weightlifter at the time, soon turned to running. Ricardo finished his first full marathon at last year's race. His oldest son, Ricky, still living with DMD, was so inspired, he told his dad he plans to write a book. As for Tim Petts, the Palm Beach County firefighter the organization started with, he also plans to be at this year's race with his son. The brotherhood remains throughout fire rescue.
Let's go.
The support there has just been absolutely phenomenal. It's a great day. It's a great opportunity for us to really get together, and our mantra has been every step matters. So these kids with Duchenne, a lot of them lose their ability to walk early in life, and they can only dream of running.
All right, yeah, so right now we are in the expo. A lot of people are already starting to walk in. This just opened around 12 o'clock and it's going through 6 p.m. this evening, and people are picking up their bibs, really excited. So you can pick up the 5K, the 10K, and of course the half marathon and full marathon. And let me show you the shirts for this year. So really pretty colors, loving the short sleeves. So if you're running the 5K, the 10K, 3 miles, 6 miles, this is what you're gonna get. And if you're running the half marathon For the full marathon, we have a long sleeve shirt. So this is looking really pretty. It's actually really comfortable. The shirts over the past few years are great shirts for running in all types of weather. So definitely going to see a lot of people out there probably sporting these shirts. And let me talk about the weather though. We're going to pull that up for you so you can see what we are expecting weather-wise both Saturday and Sunday. You know, the past couple mornings here in South Florida, it's been nice and cool, but that will not be the case. It's going to be a little bit more on the warmer side. So we're talking 60s as you wake up, get ready to run for your Saturday morning. Looking good. Look for a mix of sun and clouds then. Winds will be mostly out of the east, so maybe the occasional breeze at times. And as we head into your Sunday, a little tricky though. We could see an isolated shower too just before sunrise. So we'll keep that in the forecast. So runners, if you have new sneakers, unfortunately, those could get a little wet. Winds will also be out of the northwest, so it's not going to be as windy or as wet as the past year where it was just so windy and wet when we were running. But yeah, so the expo is looking really good. There's a lot going on. So we have a bunch of things that you can get out here. You can pick up some things from the vendors, and then if you head all the way around, I'm going to make Carlo walk almost maybe a quarter of a mile with me, so we're going to get our steps in. You can see a lot of cool things happening, and as you get a little further down, that's when you can pick up the t-shirts. So you have the shirt pickup, and then you could also scope out some sunglasses that can be useful for running. We got a lot of people heading out now this morning to pick up their packets and also their bibs, which is really important. So if you're picking up your bib, some things that I forget are the pins and where you want to pin it. So it's a good thing to practice maybe before race time, is to know where you're going to put your bib. So yeah, we're going to take you through. Me and Carl are still walking on, and a lot of cool things happening. We have the Kaiser University right here. We have Special Olympics Florida right here. Also very important is that we also have sunglasses. So another cool thing that we have going on is that you can pick up some t-shirts. So for now, we're going to send things back on over to you, Yanni. Really cool things happening in the Expo 10 bid pickup.
All right, yeah, I'll take it over, Brooke. You know, she is actually running the marathon, so good luck to you, Brooke, as well. And talking with so many runners leading up to Sunday's race, we found many use running as a way to either keep their mind off the stresses of everyday life or even to help them improve their craft. Sports director Shane Wright introduces us to a runner who's hitting all the right notes on and off the course.
It was once said music can calm the agitations of the soul. And when words fail, music speaks. Izzy Bernal has been speaking like this since she was 4.
My mom is a musician, so music has been part of my life always. I played piano, I sang, I played all different styles and classical and jazz. I was always a diverse musician.
The Wellington native is now a sophomore at Carnegie Mellon University in Pittsburgh, majoring in piano performance, and has even played at Carnegie Hall, the mecca of music. And while the soothing sounds coming from those 88 keys on her piano may even pacify the soul,
What you see is just the tip of the iceberg. It's hours and hours and hours. A single piece that's maybe a couple minutes long can easily take months to learn and to perfect.
and that's part of why she turned to running, an escape from the sometimes mental exhaustion of learning and performing classical music.
It's really just like given me a way to ground myself and to let loose from the strain that sitting down all those hours can do.
And in her search for calmness, a connection.
When I run, you know, it's mind over body. You have to tell your body that like you're not tired, you can't keep running. And it's the same thing when I sit down to play at the piano.
Her journey in music has been a marathon itself, but she now has a new conduit to tranquility, a new place for peace.
It really does just change your perspective in life, and just everything's a little bit brighter.
One of many inspirational stories you'll hear coming up. Next, the father and son duo that has Sunday's race circled on their calendar. Brooke has that story. Plus, Brooke is in fact running her first full marathon. How the training's going. We'll be back from West Palm Beach right after this. How'd you find that already on the app?
Mike, check,
1, 2,
square.
3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, welcome back to the Palm Beaches Marathon Preview Show. Joined now by Brooke Silverang, Weekend Warriors.
All right.
Unite. All right, you're running this thing on Sunday. You did the half last year.
Yes.
What has gone into this training and the mindset?
I think it's all, mentality, but you also have to be very healthy and prioritizing sleep, electrolytes, eating. Sleep is really important, but also getting the training in. It's been really easy finding, all these local run clubs and having that support as well. So, it's hard to run 10 miles on your own, but when you're running with people, you have the accountability, Yanni. So next year you're running with me.
Okay, and running with Philip, your beloved dog.
Of course.
Okay, and you caught up with a father-son duo.
I did. So, not only will I be running, but it's really cool because I've seen this father and son run every single week, and I've seen their progress, and it's so cool to see this point that they've gotten to. So let's tell their story. Like father, like son. At just 11 years old, not only will Lucas Garcia be running his first half marathon, he won't be running the 13.1 miles alone.
I'm excited because I'm running it with my dad and with my dad's friend and my friend. So it's going to be a cool experience, and it looks fun, and I want to run it.
Lucas is one of the youngest members at a local run club that meets up in downtown West Palm Beach.
I like it because of all the people, and when you run, you just feel like that confidence that keeps boosting you until the end.
He and his father Fabio began running together back in April.
The other day we finished running here and we jumped into the car and we were driving, and he said to me, it's been a while, it's a journey since April. And he said to me, you know what, Dad, I love running. Thank you for taking me to run today. And I remember that many years back, I said to God, I said, you know what, if one day I get the opportunity to do these things with my son, I will be more than blessed. And that was the day that really confirmed that God always delivers what he promises,
Their longest run so far has been 10 miles side by side. There's just 3.1 more miles to go on race day. The dynamic duo does not plan to stop after this. So do you plan on running more races in the future?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. We're planning the goal is to finish this half marathon. We're probably going to do another one. And then we're aiming to do a full marathon next year. And put our names to the list, the waiting list for the New York Marathon in 2027.
There you go. Great stuff, Brooke. Well, best of luck to them and you. So less than 48 hours away. You ready?
I'm ready. I mean, I feel like my goal is like 5 hours. Maybe I'll get a little under that. But, we'll see you guys. It'll help seeing you guys and your faces.
Yeah,
around.
we'll be at the start-finish line cheering you on. All right, thanks so much, Brooke. All right, let's break down this race by the numbers. We're expecting more than 6,300 total runners from the marathon. That is from 27 different countries, 45 different states. Another example of this marathon being a destination race. Still to come after the break, Millie Figueroa getting ready to run the half marathon at 80 years young, plus a sneak peek of the medals coming up right after this. Welcome back to the U.S. Polo ASSN Palm Beaches Marathon Preview Show. I'm Yanni Karakis. All right, take a look. If you're running this thing on Sunday, this is the full marathon medal. This is the half. There's also one for those running the 5 and 10K on Saturday. Very Palm Beachy, really showing what this area has to offer. Really cool medal and something those that run the race will get on Sunday. Now, when the runners depart on Sunday morning, you won't find many runners, if any, with more life experiences than 80-year-old Millie Figueroa of Wellington. I recently caught up with Millie ahead of her latest marathon accomplishment. They say age is just a number, and at 80 years young, Wellington's Millie Figueroa is ready for yet another marathon.
The first thing they say, how do you do it? How are your knees? Do they hurt? So this is the Italy medal.
Inside her Wellington home, the wife, mother, grandmother, and great-grandmother of 3 proudly displays her medals and newspaper clippings.
This is a Key West, getting closer to the Colosseum in Italy. That was a great race.
Sure, the Puerto Rico native may have started running marathons at a later age than most, but she has now done 7 full marathons, including New York, and countless half marathons.
It keeps me active, you know, because I try to think of a goal that I want to fill when I'm going to do it. It's my free time. I don't have to think about nothing else.
Back in 2003, Millie's son Peter died unexpectedly from a heart attack at just 32 years old. Since then, running took on a greater meaning for Millie as she spearheaded the local American Heart Association events.
And it became like a lifetime. I did it for like over 20-something years.
This will be Millie's first half marathon in this new decade for her, but how dedicated is she? Just a couple weeks before the race, she's going on a cruise, so she'll be getting her miles in on the cruise ship. Is this the last one or still more to come?
No, I'm not giving up. Even if I don't do a half, I'll stay doing maybe, 10Ks or something like that, something worthwhile.
And as Millie tries to conquer the Palm Beaches half marathon yet again, she's realizing there won't be many people in her age group.
I always come up first, but sometimes I'm the only one there.
We wish Millie the very best. Now here's a look at the times from last year's marathon. Top 3 were all Americans. Nathaniel Carter won the race at a time of 2 hours, 49 minutes, 58 seconds, over a 2-minute cushion over Michael Watts, and Alberto Cruz Ortiz finished 3rd. As for your top female finishers, Angela Karen took home the gold with a time of 3 hours, 3 minutes. That was also good for 8th overall when including men. And 2nd place, Beth Reed. 3rd place was Nancy Robertshaw. All right, let's send it over to Brooke.
All right, thank you, Yanni. So I am joined by one of the runners who will be doing her first half marathon. So that's 13.1 miles. This is Laura Greenwald, and we've gotten the chance to know each other. We actually met at a 5K. So can you tell us what's your inspiration and what is making you motivated to run this race?
Yeah, absolutely. So I signed up 12 days ago for the marathon. I had a seizure 13 days ago, so my inspiration is running for all of those who have epilepsy that don't have the privilege of moving their bodies like I do. I've had epilepsy for 18 years, and so I want to honor all of those people who don't have that privilege.
And I know you're going to represent and do amazing, so thank you so much for meeting with us today, and congratulations and good luck to all the runners out there. We'll be right back after this break.
All right, welcome back. Joined now again by Brooke Silverang. Brooke, so you did the half last year.
Yes.
Manatee Lagoon back and forth. It's flat. Tell us what you like about the track.
So at least for the first couple of miles, it's dark outside, and then when the light comes out, it's like a whole new, playground. So that's what's cool. And then also seeing faces. And one of my biggest takeaways is you always want to stop at all the water stations. I think that's so important to make sure you're hydrating throughout the race. And taking the goos, that's the little jelly packs that people will be slurping on as they're running. But those all make such a difference when you're running. Yeah.
Cross our fingers, no rain, because at 5:56 last year, I think it started raining. All right, one more time out here on our preview show. After the break, we're going to tell you everything we're doing Sunday morning for the race. We're back right after this. Welcome back on Sunday. WPBF 25 will have live coverage of the half and full marathon starting at 5 a.m. Our sports and news team will be out there cheering everyone on and breaking down the conditions, bringing you all the winners live. And once again, we'll be joined by runner-in-chief for Runner's World, Jeff Dengate. Well, that'll do it for this edition of the U.S. Polo ASSN Palm Beaches Marathon Preview Show. Have a great day, everybody.